Okay, so today no, I need you to sit. I just want to teach. You should have done that already. Okay. All right, we've been in here horsing around for 5 minutes, 10 minutes actually. That's when you should have taken care of that. Okay. All right, so here's the deal. Today for writing, we are going to be, so we're ultimately going to be doing persuasive writing, opinion writing this quarter. But we know that if we are going to write a really good opinion piece, we need some facts to back up our opinions, right? And so to find really good facts, we have to do what? Research. So today, we're going to write a research paper. This week, we are writing a research paper, but we're doing it all together. This is a team paper because I want to model for you, this is how we do it. This is how we do it.
That's the first song that came in.
Okay, that was an old school song from when Miss Fab was little.
I love
You
that
probably
song.
never heard it.
I have.
Backstreet Boys.
It wasn't Backstreet Boys, but good try. All right. It was even before that, I believe.
Yeah.
Yes. So anyway, we're going to do a research paper. We're going to all work on it together. So I'm going to have to be modeling the typing part of it and the research part of it, which is why I'm going to have to plant myself at my desk, which is not what I like to do. So I apologize in advance, but here I go.
You do like to
I don't like to teach from my desk. In 3rd grade, did you ever just see me one single time sit behind my desk ever?
Never. Never.
And this year I'm kind of stuck back here sometimes, and I hate it.
Miss Beth, during recess, I looked in that window and I saw you on your computer.
When you're on recess, yeah, because I'm doing work.
I hate
Can you
that.
stop? Let's show appropriate behavior right now. Instead of challenging your teacher, let's fix it. Okay, that's not even necessary, dude. Okay, so let me present. I'm going to open up a Google Doc, and then we have to pick our topic as well.
Football.
No. We are going to pick a famous woman from history. So raise your hand if you have an idea.
Why does it have to be a woman? That's biased. Seriously?
Because we never do.
Okay, so again, I'm going to ask, what is the point in having an attitude with the teacher? Like, why do we got to do this? I'm not sure why some of you think it's okay to challenge me today. Because it's not. Okay, Josie, ideas. I'm going to collect ideas here. Hang on.
The first thing that came to my mind was Rosa Parks.
Okay. All right. Other hands just went down because they were also thinking Rosa Parks. Sophie. Betsy Ross, I remember you wrote about her for the Wax Museum. She made the first American flag. Maggie. Amelia Earhart. Our lovely Lily Earhart wrote a paper about her, I feel like. Yes or no? Yeah. Okay, Jason said it has to be historical dead person. So if you have a current person, put your hand down. Lily.
There's a bug.
There's a stink bug on the cheek.
Hang on, there's a really big bug. So right now I have to kill one of the.
No, I'll take it outside. I'll take it outside.
Hi, little Bill.
Save the bug. Kill the dog. Kill the turtle.
You got it? What are you doing? You're gonna stink now.
No,
Okay, sorry, there's a stink bug we had to get rid of.
No, he's bad.
This is a- Everybody else sit back. Jason. I don't know why a stink bug over there meant get up and grab Zeke's football. Okay. Okay, he's not a girl. Okay. All right, Amelia Earhart, and now other suggestions. Lily. Marie Curie, famous scientist.
Yeah, that's.
And Zeke.
Ruby Bridges.
Who?
Ruby Bridges.
Ruby Bridge is another one from the
Civil rights movement.
everybody fighting for civil rights movement. Okay. All right, so we've got two. Oh, Lily Moore.
Is Sally Ride dead?
Yes, Sally Ride. That was your wax museum person, right?
Uh-huh.
And I was new.
Okay.
All
right.
Wait, are we leaving on wax museum?
Who else? Hang on. Hands raised over here. They didn't, Josie, they didn't kill the bug. They took it outside.
I took it outside.
Zeke saved its life because Miss Bab would have stomped on it. DJ, who's your idea?
I would someone I would stink.
Amelia Earhart.
Okay, we have her on the list. All right, Amelia Earhart. Okay, so here's our people. Rosa Parks, Sally Ride. Those are both, or no. Rosa Parks and Ruby Bridges, are both people from civil rights movement, fighting for African American rights. Betsy Ross is from Civil War era. No, I'm sorry, Revolutionary era, made the first American flag. We got Amelia Earhart, the first female pilot. We got Sally Ride, the first female astronaut. Lily's got like a thing for first females doing awesome things. And Marie Curie, Madame Marie Curie. Cam, you wrote about her.
Yes, I did.
Right?
I was here for the wax museum.
That's what I thought. I'm remembering all these wax museum people. Okay, so those are our choices, and let's see.
More people? We should do a vote.
We could do a vote. It's going to take a while, and I don't want to kill too much time on our research. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to rip them in here so I keep it fair, so they can see what I'm doing too. I'm ripping all the names into pieces.
Everyone picking out a pack?
And maybe I should just cut them, and then it'll be better. Okay.
Yeah, because we're cutting off some of the.
Well, we can still read it. Okay.
Hey, I know another one, but I forgot her name.
You know another person, and you forgot her name.
I don't know. Harriet Tubman. Yeah.
Harriet Tubman.
Yeah, that's it.
I got one. How about Amelia Earhart?
We've got Amelia Earhart on the list.
Miss Bab.
Harriet Tubman, I'll throw her on there. My handwriting is really bad. Okay. Another civil rights activist. Okay. I've got all these, and I'm going to put them in this little bucket here. Dump out all my pens. I'm going to be sorry about that later. And now I'm going to have somebody. Shawnee Poo, it gets to be you.
No.
He doesn't even have a piece of paper.
Don't be a boring.
Sally Ride.
Yes.
Miss Sally Ride.
First astronaut, female astronaut. All right. Okay. As spare as I can make it in a pinch. So here we go. Sally Ride. First off, I'm going to go to my document. Let me share with you guys. I am going to just share my screen this time because I'm going to be moving around a lot.
I thought you said no, I sit behind your desk.
Okay, so I am going to, do you guys see,
No.
friends at home, do you see my Google Doc?
Yes.
Okay, all right, here we go. So for my paper, actually, I don't know why I'm hitting tab. First thing I want to do is give my paper a title. It's going to be Sally Ride because this is an informational paper. So I'm going to hit this center button here that centers it, and I hit enter once. And I am on Arial 11. That's what it defaults to on my computer. You should just leave it there. No funny fonts, no big sizes. And then I'm going to put the author by Babs class. And then I'm going to hit enter twice, and I'm going to go back to left. All right, but now I need to do some research, and we need to think of some questions. So what do we want to know about Miss Sally Ride? What are some important things that you would normally see in a research paper, and or what are some things you want to know about her? Today, we're going to be thinking of questions we want answered in this paper. Everybody has a question, so let's see what we've got here. Everybody come up with one thing you want to know about Miss Sally Ride. Sophie, what do you want to know about Sally Ride?
How old was she when she died?
Okay. Age when she died. Okay. Oops. All right. What else? Sean.
Why did she want to become an astronaut?
astronaut.
Why did she want to become an astro? Can't spell. Not. Okay. Grayson.
So she was.
Who is she?
What she did.
Right? Like, as a person. Riley.
Like what age was she when like she wanted to become an astronaut?
Okay. What age when she wanted to become an astronaut? And also when she actually maybe went on her first mission.
Her mission was probably to go to the moon.
Okay. Macy, what question do you have?
How old was she when she died, and how did she die?
Okay. Age when she died and how, I'm going to put that back up here with death. How did she die? So we want to know about her death. Okay.
When was she born? When was she born? Yeah.
All right. We better ask that.
What was her childhood? When and where?
Birthday, when and where. Okay.
Her
Whoa. We're not shouting out. We're raising our hands. Let's go to a virtual friend. Josie, what's your question?
If she has any kids or like who her family was.
Okay. Kids or family. We might even see if she has pets. Who knows? DJ, what's your question?
Has she gone to the moon? Because I know she's the first female astronaut, but has she gone to the moon?
Okay. So what kind of missions did she go on? Missions did she go on? Did she go to the moon specifically? We want to know. Okay. This is a very short paper so far, actually. Jason, what would you like to know?
What were her interests?
What were her interests? You mean besides space?
Yeah.
Or in addition to space? What were her interests? Okay. We are not shouting out. I'm going to say it again, guys. Lily.
I don't really have any.
Lily has no questions. Lily already knows because this was her person back in 3rd grade. Maggie, question.
What inspired her to become an astronaut? And what inspired her to become an astronaut? I think I have another one. And was she famous for being the first woman to the moon? If she was the first one.
Okay. Is she famous for first
Probably.
woman on the moon?
Ooh, and I have another question.
Maybe for writing about her, probably.
Okay. Good question.
Yeah, I forgot.
Hang on, going back to virtual. Kaylee.
Maybe does she have any famous family members?
Okay.
Wait, just put that with.
Does she? Okay, kids, family, pets. I'm going to put that up here. Are any of them famous also? Okay.
Pets can be famous.
They can be. Grayson question.
What was it like growing up?
Okay. What was her childhood like?
I said that, but I didn't raise my finger.
Oh, well, you got your hand. Okay. I think Josie's got another question. Josie.
I wanted to know, like, did she win any honors or awards or something?
Okay. Win any honors or awards?
DJ,
All right.
DJ had a question.
DJ, another question? No, maybe so. I have a pin stuck to my arm now. All right. Any other virtual friends with questions? DJ still has his hand raised. I'm not sure if that's a question or not. Zeke, question.
One thing, how are we gonna, the most important question, what did she do? We're not gonna know if she's an astronaut. We have that question.
What did she do? Okay, what kind of mission?
Ooh, we have that. I have another question. What did she do?
What did she do?
And oh yeah, and another one. Is this a persistent writing or information?
This is just going to be informational. We're learning research because when we write a persuasive paper, you're going to have to do research to back up your opinion. So we're practicing our research skills today. All week long, really. Yes. Kaylin, I haven't called on you yet.
What schools did she go to?
Okay.
What was her education?
Okay.
Wait, miscellaneous
School.
facts.
Education did she have? So like even what college, what degrees did she get? Fun facts. I heard somebody say fun facts.
And that's the end.
You guys are used to ending with fun facts. I hate that. We'll fix that this time around and I'll show you guys how to fix that. Fiona.
Where did she live?
Okay. Birthday, when and where.
Wait.
Hang on. When I go, what is her childhood like? Okay, where did she live?
That's kind of her birthday.
Well, she might not have stayed in the same place her whole life, so we'll figure out where did she live throughout.
Her residence. Heaven. In a grave somewhere.
Okay, Maggie's got her hand raised. I'm going to call on people with their hands raised. Maggie.
Like, was there any like wars or anything when she was young or when she was growing up?
Okay. Did she live during a wartime or peacetime? Okay, Sean.
Did she ever go on a top secret mission and involve the president?
What?
All right. Was she ever assigned a top secret mission?
Did she go in
I mean, there might be astronaut top secret missions. I'm not sure. I guess we'll find out. Let me flip back over here. Anybody? Kaylee, another question?
Maybe like what date did she ever like first go to like a planet or anything?
Okay, I think I've got that up here somewhere. What kind of mission? What age when she wanted to become an astronaut and when did she go on her first mission? So we'll look at the ages up. Grayson.
What was it like being the first woman to be an astronaut?
Okay, so we'll see if we can find any articles that were interviewing her. What did she think it was like being on her first mission? So for this one, well, we'll talk about that later, okay? Final questions. Let's wrap it up. Fiona.
Okay, well, I can really skip it. Do we have, when did she become an astronaut up there?
Yeah. What age when she wanted to become one? And when did she actually start going on her first mission?
Ooh, I think I have one. I know it's something.
Lily.
How old was she when she died?
We've got that.
What's she mean?
All right. What's she mean?
No. You're not supposed to pronounce.
Yeah, what's she mean?
Okay.
That ain't fair.
What kind of person was
Wait, was
she?
she rich? Miss Bam, what was her
rich?
personality?
Sometimes rich people are mean.
Miss Bam,
Is she rich?
just write down what was her personality.
Was she wealthy?
She mean or nice? Okay.
What is her personality?
Was she
Zeke.
was she wealthy?
Was she wealthy?
Was she healthy?
What did she die from?
Okay. And she died, and how did she die? I've got how did she die up here. In addition to was she wealthy, I thought of a question.
I know.
What did she do after being an astronaut? Because astronauts can only go somewhere when they are in their top physical health. So when you get like older, you're not an astronaut anymore. You got to retire. So what did she do after being an astronaut?
Probably
Grayson.
nothing, because she retired and she's so big. Stuff was different back then.
What was her hometown?
Hometown. I think we've got where was she born. We do at the very top. Okay. Maggie.
Did we put
Let me see here. Let me see if I can make this a little bit bigger. I know you guys are having trouble seeing this. Oh, Whoa, we got birthday, when and where.
This looks like huge paper now.
No, it doesn't.
How did she die? Why did she want to become an astronaut? Who is she? What age when she wanted to become an astronaut, and when she actually went on her first mission? Kids, family, pets, are any of them famous? What kinds of missions did she go on, and did she go to the moon? What were her interests? What inspired her to become an astronaut? Is she famous for being the first woman on the moon? What was her childhood like? Are there any honors or awards that she earned? What did she do? What school education did she have? Fun facts, where did she live? Did she live during war or peacetime? Was she ever assigned a top secret mission? What did she think it was like being on her first mission? What kind of person was she? Mean, nice personality, wealthy? What she do after being an astronaut, or did she have any other jobs? Anything else? And,
Did she have
okay.
any kids?
We've got kids and family on there. Fiona.
What age was she when she became an astronaut? I think we have that. Yeah, we had it.
We do.
How old was she when she died?
Astronaut joined NASA. How about that? All right.
What was
Jason.
this thing? This isn't related to that, but I have a question. When you're retired and you die, people just toss the money that you get from your after you retire in your coffin?
No,
No, it goes to your family.
Or one
Jason asked what happens to your money when you die. It goes, you have something called a will. You have something called a will, and you leave your money to your family members. If you don't have a will, it usually goes to like your spouse or your kids.
No.
And if you don't have that, then it just goes to the bank.
So you know when Miss Bam, so you know when you retire.
Okay, we've got to stay on topic right now. We could talk about this later. I've got to stay on reading or writing topic. Okay. Like 2 more questions and then we're moving on. Okay, Sean.
What international space station did she work at?
Did she go to an international space
No,
station?
Probably
what,
NASA.
international. No,
What?
one did she work
Wait, where
at?
was
If any,
country was she from?
there's only one international space station. It's just the international space station. It's out in space.
Oh.
You mean, but there are different places of NASA in the United States. Are you talking about like which NASA thing did she work
No,
at?
like different space stations.
There's different NASA offices.
There's only one NASA. There's no other.
There's one NASA, but they have different places. There's like a place in Alabama and there's a place in Florida.
But
They have
there's no other like space. There's only NASA.
Ooh, I'm
Oh,
gonna
not,
go.
not anymore. There's SpaceX. SpaceX is the one that's sending everybody to space now. That's what's his face? That was Jason's person. Elon Musk.
He sent
Yeah.
his sports car into space.
Yeah, no. So now they used to only, back then it was only NASA, but no, the Russians were sending people to space too. And I feel like China's about to send somebody to space right now. But back then it was only NASA. Now Elon Musk and SpaceX are the ones doing all the rockets and everything right now. NASA still exists, but SpaceX is the one that's doing everything right now. Okay, focus.
Miss Bab.
So, which NASA location
Miss Bab.
did you work at? Okay, Google, sorry, meet people. Josie, questions.
Where's Cameron at?
How long did it take her to get like into space and back?
Okay. How long was her mission? That made me think of what kind of training did she need to
She
become?
probably training
What kind of supplies
facility.
did she need?
I know you have to put in these big bubbles.
I remember something I was gonna say.
Okay. Jason.
Miss Bab.
DJ, there you are. I was calling on you a while ago and you weren't there.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Question. If or not if. That's not a question. It's more of a statement. My grandma is gonna take me. Like she said, she's gonna take me to the NASA building next summer.
Awesome. That would be so cool. Next time you're in Florida, just swing on by. That would be very cool. And I expect, even if it's like next year and you're in 6th grade and you don't care about me anymore, I want you to send me pictures anyway. Okay. Let's see here. Jason.
So like They show that much, but people get like there's this girl when she went to NASA, she gets frozen on their trips because trips are so long.
That doesn't exist yet.
Like using green.
Cryogenically frozen, that doesn't exist yet.
Like
Jason was asking, would she get frozen to go on longer trips? That happens in movies, but it doesn't happen in real life. Where like people get frozen and then brought back to life like years later, that doesn't exist yet.
No, like they get frozen
That's
on their
future science. Lily will work on that for us.
Yeah.
What she's dead
You
before
get
it happens.
frozen to like 7 years only feels like 30 minutes. And then you get there in like
Right, but honey, that's only in movies. It doesn't exist right now. Okay, Maggie.
Can I go to the bathroom?
Yes. All right, Macy. Jason, stop.
Like, what do they need to, like, how long does it take to have the thing go up in the rocket?
Okay. Katrina explains you need to become an astronaut. What kind of supplies are in a
really good
rocket? Okay, let's make sure we're sticking to Sally Ride. Sean,
How did she feel when she was in space? Like,
we've got how does she feel about going on her mission?
okay, how did she feel? No, like when she was in space.
Okay.
How many missions did she go on?
Did she ever do a backflip and like? How old was she?
Where is that question?
What?
How did she feel?
The what? The secret mission?
What did she think of being on her first mission? How did she feel being in space? And then somebody said something right after that. What did you say, Sean?
I
She feel being in space
How
and
she ever did a backflip, like in gravity?
being in space with anti-gravity. Okay.
You don't know if you're upside down or right side up in space. You just feel.
Lily.
I forgot. And
Okay.
it was a really good one.
It was a really good one. Okay, so now we've got a lot of questions. Grayson.
If she ever was on a planet, then no one ever landed on a planet.
Just a minute.
Well, what about Venus?
People landing on planets hasn't happened.
Miss Bab.
We have landed something on Venus and we have landed on something on Mars. Rovers. On Venus they burn up. On Mars they're still there.
I'm watching this TV show. It was called Astronaut.
Now,
How many missions did she go on?
okay. Let me make sure. DJ, anybody virtual? Any other questions?
Nope.
Okay. I see Kaylee shaking her head no. DJ's hand is still raised, but I think that's from before. Okay, so now what I'm going to do
How many missions did she go on?
is give, let's see here. Trying to decide how I want to do this. I'm going to go ahead and start researching. So since my screen is shared, let's just find out when and where she was born. So I'm going to open up a Google search and I'm going to type when and where was Sally Ride born. Now, here's a lovely picture of the dearest Miss Sally Ride. And it has her date of birth and her her full name. And it has her place of birth, Encino, Los Angeles, California. Okay. It has a bunch of other astronauts also listed here.
Wait,
So,
it could have been that long ago because they didn't have COVID. Right?
is she dead? Okay, so I'm going to come back over here. And I'm going to answer this, and now I'm going to answer with a different font so I know, or a different color so I know that this is.
What year was she born?
Okay, it said born May. I don't need to copy and paste it exactly how it looks. May 26, 1951 in Los Angeles, California. Full name Sally Kristen Ride. Her full name was Sally
Is.
Kristen Ride.
No,
Okay, now,
It was because it was back in
what is my source for this?
It's not.
Google?
No, it's not.
No,
Google.
our brain.
Scroll down to the
It wasn't my brain. I am indeed. This was just basic information that is on Google.
Hang on, Miss Dad, scroll down a little. Because it'll have it under the
Yeah, it'll have an app of it.
it'll have it under the
Just some. There's Sally right for out for you.
It's got a bunch of stuff, but this right here, this little bit at the top with her picture and her name, that is actually Google. So here in parentheses, just to remember for later, I'm going to put that this information came from google.com. Okay.
Shouldn't it just be Google?
Now, I have always told you that Google isn't your source, but in this case, for this, it is. Now, could I find it somewhere else? Here's Wikipedia. I'm going to click on Wikipedia. It's going to tell me the same thing, Sally Kristen Ride, and it gives me her birth date, May 26, 1951. I already knew that. But looky here, now I've got the date she died,
That's 2 years after I was born.
I know why.
July 23rd, 2012. She was an American astronaut and physicist. Now, here's the deal.
That was 3 years ago.
I, as a researcher, am going to read this
Yeah.
because instead of me, one way to do research, and this is how you guys like to do it, you're like, okay, I asked that question. Now let me go to my next one. And I'm going to type in that question. And then let me go to my next one. And I'm going to type in that question. But here's the deal. If I just sit here and read this article, I might find the answers to, I don't know, about half my questions. So let's just see if we glance. Now, Wikipedia is not my favorite.
No.
Why is Wikipedia not my favorite?
Because it can be typed by anybody.
It can be typed by anybody. I could get on here and just put anything on there. Sally Ride's favorite animal was the kangaroo.
You don't know that.
I don't know that, but I could get on Wikipedia and type it, and if nobody says I'm wrong, then it's just there.
What if it was her daughter?
Oh, scroll down, you can see who
But I don't know.
typed it.
Okay? Now, it's got tons. Like somebody asked about awards and honors. Here's a whole section about awards and honors. Josie, I think, asked about that.
That's
Well, who the
Looking
heck
at
was
some of these
that?
headings, personal life and death. Gray asked, who is she? Right here it says she was an extremely private person about her personal life.
Wait, there's not.
There's more. Okay, here it has listed her NASA career, so it's got stuff about the different missions that she went
It
on.
doesn't even say about her secret time.
Early life, so this is probably going to have her childhood and her education. Okay, so look at this. About half of our questions, at least,
We're in there.
are in here. Now, I'm not going to use Wikipedia,
There's a video.
but
There's a video.
I can. There is a video. I'm not going to watch it right now.
No, like,
I'm going to hit back.
voice, I think.
And I'm going to look at what some of my other websites are. And when I scroll down, I see this next one says Sally Ride, facts, education, and quotes. And if I look right above that, it says www.biography.com. Does that sound like a good website?
Not really.
Yeah, I
Yes,
think actually,
right,
yes, this is a reputable website, a trusted website.
NASA.gov.
Sean notices that the one below that says who was Sally Ride is nasa.gov. That's definitely a good,
They literally
I'd rather
had her
trust the gov.
that's a good website, okay? Space.
Miss Deb,
Womenhistory.org. These all seem like legitimate, good, respectable websites that I could get great facts from. Yes, Josie.
another good one is if you listen, like what we've used before. I looked it up because I remembered using it. They have a whole entire thing on ducksters about it. I remember we used that a few times.
Yeah, so Ducksters is a good website for you guys. So if I just go to ducksters.com, I think. And let's see, where's the search on here? Search Ducksters.
Where they put it all the way at the bottom.
I don't know, that's weird. I'm gonna type Sally Ride and see what I get. Sally Ride. Biography, Sally Ride for kids. Biography quiz. U.S. history, space shuttle. Okay, this one probably is the best one. So here's another picture of Sally Ride. Occupation, born, died. Best known for being the first woman in space. That's what she's known for. No, we're still doing writing. You hang on for just a second. And then it's got some more information. She was born on May 26th in Encino, California. It's got, okay, some of you want to know about her family. It's got her father, Dale, and her mother one sibling. Okay, we're gonna write some of this information down tomorrow, but I wanted to show you how I'm gonna find this information. So for today, and I'm not gonna use google.com as my source for that because we've found it in multiple places, so I'm gonna use one of the other ones. I don't want to use just Google, and I don't want to use Wikipedia just because, again, anybody can put anything there. We want to find a reputable, good website that has legitimate information and research on it. Okay, so writing for today. Let me hit stop record. Tomorrow, we're going to actually complete the research. I'll probably assign some of you bits and pieces of the questions after I model it for a little bit more. And we'll put together our research. And then Thursday and Friday, we will actually draft it and fix the paper. Sound good? Okay.